Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. In today's video, we're tuning into the current energies that may be influencing you right now. Over the last 24 hours, I've sensed some powerful shifts, and I felt deeply guided to share these insights with you. My hope is that these messages will help you tap into your own intuition more consciously and with confidence. Dear friends, YouTube has slowed down the speed of the channel, due to which the video is not reaching all the viewers because there are less shares and comments on the video, so now you can bring the channel back to the same level by sharing and commenting as much as possible. Today, all dear friends must comment and share. Before we begin, as I shuffle the cards and start channeling, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. These small actions help create an energetic connection between us, allowing me to align more deeply with your energy and bring through messages that speak directly to you and your current situation. Let's dive in and see what the cards have to say today. Earlier today, I had plans to head out to a place about 30 minutes away. But as soon as I got into my car, an unexpected wave of anxiety washed over me. It wasn't attached to any particular reason, just a deep feeling of resistance to going. For a moment, I questioned whether I was overthinking it, whether I was just being overly sensitive. But the feeling was so strong, I decided to pause and sit with it. This may seem like a small decision, but the clarity I received afterward was anything but small. It was a powerful reminder of how our intuition speaks to us in subtle yet undeniable ways. I'm sharing this because I believe someone here needs this reminder. It's okay to trust what your inner self is telling you, even when it doesn't seem logical or when changing plans feels inconvenient. Your intuition knows something your conscious mind hasn't yet grasped. Oftentimes, when we feel resistance, it's because we're being guided in a different direction. Maybe there's something else for you to experience. A conversation, a new idea, or even a quiet moment of reflection that you wouldn't have had if you kept going on your planned path. Sometimes, what feels like resistance is actually divine redirection, leading you toward your highest vibrational path. Click the Join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. Now, moving into the cards. The first cards that came through are Appreciation in reverse and Envy in the upright position. These cards carry a very distinct energy, and I feel they'll resonate strongly with someone listening. It seems like you've been feeling underappreciated in a relationship or connection. There's someone in your life who struggles to fully accept or celebrate your power. This person seems rooted in a lack mentality, which causes them to feel triggered by the light you shine. What stands out here is the energy around your third eye chakra. You're stepping into a place of empowerment, where your intuition and spiritual awareness are becoming stronger than ever. This growth is beautiful, but it may also feel isolating at times, especially when it triggers discomfort in those around you. This individual may avoid engaging with your spiritual beliefs or ideas. They might seem impatient or dismissive when you share your thoughts, leaving you feeling undervalued. What I want you to know is that their reaction isn't a reflection of you. It's a reflection of their own insecurities and their struggle to see their own potential. Your light is meant to shine, even when it challenges those around you. Remember, the right people, the ones meant to walk alongside you, will celebrate your growth, not shy away from it. You hold an incredibly rare and valuable perspective, one that is deeply needed in this world, even if it feels like it's not always appreciated or understood. I'm seeing, almost symbolically, someone with their hands over their ears, refusing to hear what you're sharing. This person may interrupt you mid-sentence, or they could display impatience when you speak. Perhaps they even dominate the conversation, constantly bringing it back to themselves. This message is going to hit home for some of you, and I feel it's going to resonate on a deeper level, whether it's in a platonic or romantic relationship. So take it as it resonates. What I'm picking up is that this person might not be emotionally or spiritually on the same wavelength as you. I'm hearing the phrase, new souls, which suggests they are still growing, learning, and developing in ways that don't yet align with your frequency or understanding. There's an interesting dynamic here, because I sense that, for some of you, there might be a feeling of obligation when it comes to this person. Maybe you feel like you should be around them or engage with them, even when it's draining or misaligned. But what I really want you to hear in this moment is that you don't have to compromise your peace for anyone, especially not when you're being called to rise higher. I've pulled the woman holding a heart card in the upright position, and I believe this is a reminder from your guides to stand firm in your power. Don't allow anyone or anything to take away your energy or shift you off your center. You are being called to stay grounded, to remain stable, and to protect the sacred space of your heart. Your perspective is precious, and you deserve to have it heard, but only by those who are truly ready to listen. I'm hearing a strong message from your guides. They're not able to hear you, but that doesn't mean what you have to say isn't valuable. The reality is, this person, or these people, simply aren't on your level yet. They might not be able to grasp the wisdom, depth, or insight that you offer right now, and that's okay. It's not about you diminishing yourself to fit into their world. It's about honoring your own. For some of you, this dynamic might play out with more than just one individual. You could be finding that several people in your life aren't able to fully hear you, understand you, or appreciate the depth you bring to the table. And while that can be frustrating, your guides want you to understand this. It's not personal. These people are operating from a different level of emotional and spiritual maturity, and they just aren't able to meet you where you are at this time. So, here's the message for you. Don't let their inability to hear you trigger your emotions. It's easy to get frustrated, upset, or feel misunderstood when others don't see the beauty or value in what you're offering. But your guides are stepping in here to remind you to stay focused on your own path. Stay centered in your truth and your spiritual alignment. The Door to Spirit card in the upright position is showing up to remind you that your connection to your higher self is your true source of power. The path you are walking is sacred, and it's essential that you don't let anyone's inability to understand you sway you from your journey. Keep moving forward with your authentic self, knowing that those who are meant to understand you will find you when the time is right. You don't have to dim your light or change your frequency to match others. In fact, you're being encouraged to continue shining brightly. Your authenticity is a beacon for those who are ready to rise to your level. Take control of your emotional world, and don't allow this immature energy to disrupt your inner peace. This is a fascinating message, one that feels a bit different from the usual energies I channel. I sense that this will resonate most with a specific group of people, and if you're hearing this, it's likely meant for you. When I tuned into the connection between you and this person, I asked why the two of you are connected, especially given that there seems to be such a distinct difference in your frequencies and vibrations, And what came through so clearly is that there are no accidents or coincidences in the universe. You're in each other's lives for a reason, and that reason is deeply spiritual. I'm hearing that you are planting a seed with this person, something powerful, something meaningful. It's almost as if they manifested you into their life on a soul level. Whether they fully realize it or not, they are seeking something from you, something that will bring them to a choice point. The seed you've planted in them is one of truth, wisdom, or inspiration. It's giving them an opportunity to take a new path. This choice is symbolized by the Two of Wands in the upright position, an invitation to step into a new direction, to explore something different. Let's dive deeper into this message, because I feel there's so much more to explore here. I'm curious about how you're presenting this person with a choice. What options are you offering them, consciously or unconsciously? One option feels like remaining stuck in the imbalance they've been following, a path that keeps them tethered to old patterns. And then there's the other choice, to take action. This is the choice that offers them the possibility of change, growth, and transformation. Now that we've identified these two branches of choices, let's explore what each path might look like and what it could mean for them. I'm feeling guided to start with the Magician and the Mirror card in reverse. This card reflects a state of imbalance, particularly in this person's energy. What's coming through strongly is that this person has an unbalanced masculine energy, something that is leading them to act from a place of logic, action, and force. They may identify strongly with their masculine side, which is where the energy can become a little one-dimensional. Now, it's important to remember that we all carry both masculine and feminine energies within us, regardless of gender. So when I say divine masculine, think of it as an energy, not a label tied to a specific gender. In this case, this person is so deeply rooted in their masculine energy that they've become disconnected from their emotions. The irony here is that this is someone who feels deeply. They're incredibly sensitive and emotional at their core, but they often keep those emotions bottled up, hidden away. I'm also sensing that there's something spiritual going on beneath the surface, a loneliness that feels almost existential. I picked up on another card, a 1 from a different deck, which is specifically connected to the heart space. This card is telling me that this person feels a profound sense of spiritual loneliness, a sense of isolation that might not always be visible on the outside. This energy is important to recognize, because it's not just about the surface-level dynamics. It's about what's going on deep within. This person is struggling with a deep, internal disconnect, torn between the masculine energy they rely on and the emotional depth they're suppressing. And you, by simply being yourself, are helping them face this internal battle. Your presence in their life is no accident. You've arrived at just the right time to challenge them, to show them that they have choices, and that they are not bound to their old ways of thinking or feeling. You're giving them the space to break free from these patterns and open up to a new way of being. You're offering them a mirror, a reflection of their own potential for growth, healing, and transformation. So, I encourage you to keep nurturing this seed you've planted with patience and love. Don't allow their imbalanced energy to throw you off course or cause you to doubt your own path. Whether they choose to take action or stay stuck is ultimately up to them, but know that your presence is already stirring something within them, and that in itself is powerful. Your role here is to stand strong in your own alignment, knowing that your energy is a catalyst for the changes they need to make, even if they aren't fully aware of it yet. Trust in the process and continue to honor your own emotional world. Keep showing up authentically and know that you are making a difference, even when it feels like the shift is subtle or gradual. Keep planting those seeds and let them grow in their own time. This person seems to be surrounded by a circle of influences that embody toxic masculinity, individuals who are heavily entrenched in their egos, disconnected from their emotions, and often unable to show vulnerability. As a result, this person has learned to suppress their own emotions in order to fit in with these external forces. They've been taught to put on a mask, hide what they truly feel, and adopt a hardened exterior. But beneath that facade, their emotions remain bottled up, creating a deep sense of inner loneliness. Despite their overwhelming emotional world, they struggle to open up to others, unable to express what's going on inside, even though they feel everything so profoundly. Given the intensity of their internal landscape, let's dive deeper. What else is going on within their heart space? What emotions are they holding on to that they might not even fully understand? The attachment card is showing up in the upright position, signaling that there are some unresolved attachment issues at play here. Issues that seem to be deeply rooted in their past, possibly stemming from their childhood or early relationships. This person might be leaning toward avoidant attachment patterns in their current relationships, which is ironic because at the core, their fear of becoming too attached is driven by a profound need for connection. It's almost as if their masculine energy fears that their deep capacity for attachment might overwhelm them, so they've built emotional walls to protect themselves. But this creates a paradox. While they crave meaningful connection, they fear the very thing they desire, losing control in the process. It's as though they're torn between wanting closeness and pushing it away at the same time. Because of this, they might over-attach to people or situations that give them a sense of security, only to push them away or distance themselves when things get too close. This dynamic creates a push-pull effect that leaves them, and potentially others, feeling confused or rejected. Yet, beneath it all, their soul is yearning for something more, something real. This internal struggle is not something they are facing alone. Their higher self and spiritual guides are working on helping them through this process. The seed you've planted within them during your connection in this lifetime is stirring something deep inside of them. Your energy, your presence, is triggering a wave of introspection, and now it's up to them to decide whether they will continue on this path of self-reflection, which could lead to true transformation, or remain stuck in their emotional world, isolated and paralyzed by fear. This is someone who has been longing for a new beginning for a long time. They feel trapped, stuck in a karmic contract or a repeating cycle that they can't seem to break free from. I'm hearing stuck in their past, stuck in a loop, as though they are constantly cycling through the same old stories, patterns, and beliefs. There's a deep sense of limitation here. This person carries a negative belief about themselves, something tied to their sense of worth. Perhaps they feel like they're not worthy of success or love, or they doubt their ability to pursue their dreams and goals. Yet, when they look at you, they see something they deeply admire and long for. Whether it's the way you live your life, your passion for what you do, or the way you actively pursue your dreams with excitement and determination. They view you as an embodiment of freedom and vitality. You're lit up, full of energy, and you're not afraid to go after what you want. They see in you the version of themselves they aspire to become. Your courage, your zest for life, your ability to follow your heart, it all represents the possibility of a life they feel they've been unable to access. In a way, you are showing them what's possible. what they can have, if they're willing to do the inner work and break free from the patterns that have held them back for so long. You are a living reminder of the life they could be living, and deep down, they are aching for that shift. But the question remains, will they step up and claim it? Or will they continue to stay stuck in their old ways? For some of you, this may not be a romantic situation at all, but rather something that's unfolding in a platonic way. Perhaps this person has crossed your path and has become fascinated by how you effortlessly embody the qualities they've been wishing to cultivate within themselves. In many ways, you represent the fresh start they've been longing for. A glimpse into what their own new beginning could look like if they found the courage to break free from the karmic cycles that have kept them stuck and finally took the leap into action. This brings us to the powerful Angel of Love card, upright, paired with the contract card. It's a clear indication that the energies between you and this person are influenced by a deeper, spiritual contract. One that goes beyond just the surface level. Karmic contracts don't always show up in the form of romantic relationships. Sometimes, these contracts are about the lessons we agree to learn, lessons that manifest mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. They often show up as limiting beliefs about ourselves, our worth, or our potential. But here's the key. These contracts are not meant to trap us forever. Our souls choose them with the intention of breaking free from these very patterns. You might be wondering why this happens. Why would we choose to struggle with limiting beliefs or difficult cycles in the first place? The answer is profound. When we break free from these patterns, we not only liberate ourselves, but we also help to pave the way for others to do the same. By overcoming our own karmic challenges, we send a ripple effect through the collective consciousness, aiding in the global ascension process that's unfolding right now. I can feel that you've already done this work within yourself. You've broken free from some significant karmic patterns that once held you back, and now you stand as a living example of what is possible when someone chooses self-liberation. Your transformation is not just for you. It's an inspiration to everyone around you, showing them that the power to break free is within their reach too. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you've been doing lately, but something within you has shifted. You've stepped into a brand new emotional energy, a fresh space that feels lighter, freer, and more aligned with your authentic self. The energy you're radiating is magnetic, and this masculine energy senses it. They feel the change in your vibration, and they're drawn to it. In many ways, they deeply desire to embody the same energy, the freedom, the confidence, the peace you're now living. But here's the thing. For them to do so, they'll need to overcome their own karmic patterning. Whether this patterning has manifested as a specific karmic person or a relationship, the core issue here is their sense of value and worthiness. This is someone who has struggled deeply with recognizing their own value. They might have trouble seeing what they have to offer as truly meaningful or worthy of attention. I'm picking up on the word perfectionistic, but the truth is, it's not about perfection at all. It's about the fear of sharing something that feels deeply personal to them, something they've been holding inside for fear it won't be accepted or understood. This fear is powerful, but it's also the very thing they must face if they want to evolve. This person is at a crossroads, and they're being called to confront their limitations around self-worth. Your energy and your example are shining a light on this potential for growth, showing them what's possible when someone steps into their full value and owns their worth. You've become a mirror for this person, showing them that the journey to self-liberation is not only possible, but essential. You've made the leap, and now they're watching you with awe, wishing they could take that same step. They're beginning to realize that the shift you've made isn't just a passing phase. It's a profound transformation that's available to them too, if they can break free from the inner blocks that have kept them stuck for so long. This could be about their art, music, unique gifts, or even a dream career that has long been held in their heart but never fully expressed. For others, it may be a more universal fear, the fear of being open, authentic, and real in a way that feels vulnerable. They've been conditioned to believe that what they offer in its raw, unpolished form isn't good enough. They've learned to mask this deep fear by labeling it as perfectionism. But the truth is, it's not about perfection at all. It's about the fear of truly stepping into their own light and sharing it with the world. As I channel these messages, I sense that some of you may be hearing this as if I'm speaking to a younger version of yourself. If that resonates, it's because you've already walked the very path the masculine is now navigating. You've likely been in a place where you too masked your own fears about expressing your true self under the guise of striving for perfection. Perhaps you've been in that place of self-doubt, where you thought, if I just make this better, just tweak that a little more, then I'll be ready. But here's where the magic happens. You've evolved. You've shifted into a phase where you're now sharing your raw, authentic self with such power and presence that it's transforming your entire energy. It's not just a small change. It's a radiance, a glow that others can't help but notice. People around you, even strangers, feel your energy, and they're drawn to it. You are no longer hiding your truth behind walls of perfectionism. You're walking in your full, unapologetic authenticity, and it's magnetic. And here's the deeper reason why this is happening. The masculine energy that is drawn to you is doing so for a reason. This attraction isn't just by chance, it's purposeful. You are a living, breathing mirror, reflecting to them everything they've been avoiding about their own fears around authenticity. Your presence is triggering something in them, nudging them to confront the same fears you once held. The fear of sharing their true self with the world, the fear of being seen in all of their rawness. This isn't a small thing. This energy you're radiating is creating ripples within them, pushing them to break free from the chains of perfectionism they've falsely attached to their identity. It's calling them to move beyond their fears and take real action. Action that is aligned with their soul's deepest desires. As I channel further, I sense that loneliness could become the catalyst for their action. This is someone who has been carrying a deep sense of isolation for what feels like forever. Even when they've been surrounded by people, they've often felt profoundly alone. I'm hearing the word years, indicating that this has been a long-standing feeling. If you've met this person recently, there's something about your presence that seems to dissolve that loneliness. You bring something they didn't even realize they were missing, a sense of connection, warmth, and the reminder that they don't have to keep hiding. At the core of their loneliness is a fear. The fear of expressing their truest, most authentic self. It's not about the people they're physically around, because in many cases, they have a network of individuals around them. But that sense of isolation doesn't stem from their physical surroundings. It's deeply rooted in a fear they've mislabeled as perfectionism. This fear has kept them from fully showing up in the world, from stepping into their power and sharing what they have to offer in its most pure and raw form. What's powerful about this moment is that they're beginning to sense that the key to breaking through this loneliness isn't to look outside of themselves, but rather to look within. It's about allowing themselves to share their gifts, their truth, and their essence with the world. This journey they're on is deeply personal, and you, whether you realize it or not, are playing a crucial role in helping them break free from the barriers that have held them back for so long. You are showing them, simply by being who you are, that it's possible to live authentically, to show up fully without fear of judgment or imperfection. And that is the gift you offer, not just to them, but to the world at large. You are living proof that the fear of vulnerability can be overcome, and in doing so, you are lighting the way for others to do the same. Your authenticity is the spark that can light a fire within them, driving them to take that first courageous step toward their own transformation. The reason their loneliness begins to dissolve in your presence is that you embody something incredibly rare and powerful: authenticity. You show up as your true self, with no masks, no pretenses, and no fear of being seen for exactly who you are. This kind of authenticity is magnetic, and for this person, it's not only captivating, but also deeply triggering. It's a new experience for them. They aren't used to being around someone who communicates with such openness and raw honesty. And while that might stir up fear or uncertainty within them, it also draws them in even more powerfully. It's as if your energy creates a safe haven where their loneliness has no choice but to dissipate. In your presence, they feel something they haven't felt in a long time: a sense of connection, a sense of belonging. If this is a romantic connection, the impact of your authenticity goes even deeper. It's causing them to fall for you in ways that might even surprise them. There's a strong, clear message coming through. I'm in love with you. Even though their fears are triggered by the openness you offer, there's an undeniable current of love flowing between you. Along with this love, I also hear messages of regret and vulnerability from them. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone, and I feel like I don't deserve you. These words point to a deep internal struggle with their sense of worth. This is someone who finds it difficult to believe they are deserving of true, unconditional love, the kind of love you so naturally embody. Your authenticity, your ability to show up fully, unapologetically, has reached a part of them that they might have buried or hidden away for a long time. And in many ways, you've been guided to share a vulnerable side of yourself with them, perhaps in ways you normally wouldn't. Maybe you've let them into your life, into your heart, in a way that feels divinely guided, as if something higher is at work in this connection. The reason for this spiritual guidance is clear. On a soul level, this person has called you into their life as a mirror. They needed to witness someone who isn't afraid to be open and vulnerable. Someone who shows them that it's possible to drop the walls and still be loved. As I tune deeper into this connection, I'm hearing that if they choose to move forward in a positive direction, they will begin to mirror your openness. Just as you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable with them, they will start to lower their own guard and lean into the safety that this connection offers. Although this process may feel chaotic or turbulent for them at times, emotionally messy even, they will gradually allow themselves to embrace these upheavals as they open their heart to you. This shift is reflected in the man holding a heart card, which has appeared upright. It's interesting to note how this mirrors the earlier woman holding a heart card, showing that the energy between you both is balanced and there's a beautiful synergy unfolding. For those of you who resonate with the divine feminine energy, the message here is clear. Don't allow their emotional fluctuations to trigger you. Whenever they pull away or shut down, it's not a reflection of their feelings for you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. They are feeling the depth of their love for you and the powerful pull you have on their heart. They are being inspired by you in ways they may not fully understand yet, But what's really going on is that they are grappling with their own fears around self-worth and vulnerability, and this internal struggle may cause them to retreat from time to time. But here's the thing. If they choose to take action, and I feel strongly that they will start to mirror your fearless vulnerability. They will open up more, share more, and reveal the emotional depth they've kept hidden. Their heart will begin to unfold, and they'll allow themselves to be more transparent in this connection, taking the next step toward greater intimacy and trust. I truly hope that this reading has been helpful and beneficial to you. If anything here resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below the video. Your stories, your insights, and your reflections mean so much, and I'm always grateful for the opportunity to connect with you. Sending you love and light on your journey. May you continue to shine in your authenticity, just as you are meant to. If this video resonated with you, and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.